please welcome United States Congressman James Clyburn.
Thank you very, very much, and thank you, President Otis. President, thank you so much for having us on this campus, and First Gentleman, thank you so much. Demi Dale, where is he? Thank you very, very much for your leadership, and to all of the Benedict College students here for welcoming us to this campus. And to Mayor Rickerman, thank you for the leadership you've given to this great city and for joining us on this occasion. And of course, thank you to Vice-President Harris for gracing us. I have been working with her for some time now, making sure that we have our shared vision of making high-speed internet both accessible and affordable for every South Carolinian. Earlier this month, the South Carolina Broadband Office announced that it would be funding $130 million in projects to expand high-speed internet across our state. One of the grant recipients, represented here today by Chad Lauder. I have not seen Chad. Chad is the CEO of Tri-County Electric Co-op. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for the work we've been doing together for the last 5 or 6 years. Chad and the Tri-County Electric Cooperative have been working tirelessly and investing considerably to expand affordable high-speed internet to everyone in their communities. And with the help of this grant, they will be able to do even more. And as one of his customers, I want to make sure that it's high speed and dependable. So thank you very much, Chad Lauder. This $130 million investment represents the first portion of funding made available by the American Rescue Plan and the Bipartisan Infrastructure Law, both signed into law in 2021 by President Joe. Thanks to these bills, the state finally has the funding it needs to serve every unserved household with affordable, high-speed internet in the next 5 years. We will connect every home and every business in the next 5 years. That we are doing because of these efforts that we're celebrating today. Now, taken with programs like the Bipartisan Connecting Minority Communities Pilot Program, I want to emphasize that. Bipartisan Connecting Communities Pilot Program, which is awarding a $2.8 million grant to Benedict. So that they can facilitate digital adoption, and so that Demi can be happy sitting in his office once, or his room once again. And make no mistake, affordable, high-speed internet access does change the lives of everyone it touches. It empowers telehealth patients who work at Clare Cooperative Health Center and Plexus Health to receive high-quality health care in the comfort of their own homes. Dr. Stuart Barr. Dr. Barr, thank you for being here. And my longtime friend, Latham Woodard, thank you for being here. From the South Carolina Primary Health Care Association are very much a part of this effort. They have shared with us stories of their work with the patients that demonstrate that one's zip code need not define whether a South Carolinian receive first-rate care. In fact, one of their patients was to be with us today, but she took ill and could not be here. But her story is one that I and my children and grandchildren who are here are very familiar with. This lady, Anita Roberts, was diabetic, and the diabetes has taken a lot of issues that she is caused to have to deal with, such as with my late wife, who lost a 30-year battle to diabetes. Before she lost that battle, she had a heart attack, a stroke, a back operation, and total kidney failure. Her dad was a double amputee before he passed away. But when she passed away, she still had all of her limbs. Why? Because she had access to the internet and could stay in touch with her doctors. And she was able to have a good quality of life. Anita Roberts is enjoying that same today. This should be available for every South Carolinian, every American, irrespective of what zip code they may live in. High-speed internet also enables students here at Benedict and at Carver Line Elementary. Carver Line Elementary, those students were here, some of those students were here today, getting a chance to interact, not just meet, but interact with the Vice-President of the United States of America. And thank you, Carver Line, for allowing a little interruption in their classroom work today so they could come here and get some real hands-on experience. Now, high-speed internet is one thing. Affordable and meaningful adoption is another. That's right. I got an amen. As Mike Shealy, the state's digital equity director, said last week, without affordability and meaningful use, the infrastructure we are building is just wires in the ground. That is why the American Rescue Plan and the bipartisan infrastructure law are so historic, because for the first time, it couples investments in hard infrastructure with investments to lower the cost of internet service and to facilitate digital equity. I am so pleased that we are here today to share this effort with so many. For example, over 300,000 South Carolinians currently benefit from the bipartisan law, the connectivity program, which provides a $30 monthly discount on a qualified family's internet bills. And if you are a student at Carver Line Elementary, or if you're receiving a Pell Grant, your household automatically qualifies for this benefit. Another example is the American Rescue Plan's creation of the Emergency Connectivity Fund, which has provided critical funding for mobile hotspot deployment to ensure students are able to do their homework from the comfort of their homes rather than the parking lot of restaurants or libraries. South Carolina has received over $54 million from this program since the start of the pandemic. Today is just the latest announcement of our progress, and there's plenty more to come, thanks to the historic initiatives that have been enacted in the last 2 years. So I want to once again thank the Vice President for being here today, and it is my honor, I know the voice of God's going to introduce her. I want to say to Dr. Monica Adams, the principal of Clyburn School, how much we appreciate her innovative leadership.